Right. So, in today's episode of Fix Your Pain series, we're going to talk about neck pain, as it is one of the most common things that I have seen in my practice, what people complain of. And that's why we thought it will be very relevant for most of us to talk about this. And it's a very highly misunderstood issue that when we look at neck pain, we think that neck pain is something once it starts, it cannot go away. Then you have to do ergonomic changes, lifestyle changes. But that's not true. At the end, even neck pain is just because of some muscular issues. And as soon as you can take care of those muscle strength and some flexibility issues, you can fix your neck pain completely. And that's exactly what we are going to talk about today. So, what is neck pain? When we say neck pain, what we are looking at, the most common diagnosis that people will give you is called as trapezitis. Basically, we have one muscle, the name of that muscle is trapezius, and inflammation, spasms, recurrent spasms of that muscle is called as trapezitis. And that exactly why we feel neck pain whenever we feel it. What are the causes of it? The way we sit, if we look at our whole day and the way we sit, you will you will realize that a lot of time we are constantly looking down, bending forward, and our neck is constantly in a flexed position. That's why in a lot of people we see a forward neck posture. And this forward neck posture is what starts irritating that and constantly stretching that trapezius muscle. And weakness of that trapezius muscle is what gives a problem. And sorry, and that leads to what we call it as neck pain. So first, let's understand what exactly causes neck pain and what are the postural issues related to it. So I'm going to share my screen. Can you guys see the screen? Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay. So see, commonly when we look at neck pain, this is the posture. This is your neutral posture. And we have a forward shoulder, forward head posture. This is called as a upper cross syndrome. Basically, muscles of your chest get tight and muscles of your upper back get weak. And these two combinations together are called as upper cross syndrome. And because of the tightness of the chest muscle and weakness of your upper back muscle, your posture kind of becomes like this. And this is the main reason why neck pain can happen. So if you look at it from the front, that's how your posture is going to look. Now, let's look at this video. You see that muscle which is being shown in the red and yellow, that is your trapezius muscle. So it's like a cross-shaped muscle starting from your neck, going all the way between your shoulder blades and going down. Now, when a posture is constantly forward head and rounded shoulder, this is the muscle which goes into a strain. And that's why we start experiencing pain around this area. So if any of you have experienced neck pain before, see, these are commonly the areas where you will feel it going along the neck, going down, and on top of that, top of the shoulder. Now, these are the areas where we feel neck pain, and that's basically we call it a trapezitis. There are some trigger points which are developed. There are mid-scapular trigger points, there are suprascapular trigger points, and at the junction of your neck and your shoulder, that is the third point where commonly trigger points are seen. Now, what are trigger points? So these are very tight muscle fibers over time when one of the three reasons causes those trigger points. Number one, repetitive movements. Third, static posture. Second, static posture. And third, awkward posture. If your day involves any of these three movements, then you will start seeing some kind of trigger points developing in your neck and upper back region. And that's why we have to make sure that there are certain activities that we do throughout the day to fix this problem. And the solution is very simple. So let's look at the solution. There are two movements, two strengthening movements that we have to do to negate that static posture and awkward posture. Okay. So exercise number one. Now, these exercises, there are two strengthening exercises. and three stretches is what I'm going to show you right now. I want you to do, if let's say your day involves sitting for more than 6 to 8 hours in a day, after every couple of hours, try to repeat these five exercises. Okay, quite simple, won't take more than about 2 minutes. The number one, it's shrugs. So all you have to do is raise your shoulder up, hold it for 5 seconds, and release. Now, where I'm pointing, that's your trapezius muscle middle fibers. Those are the muscles that are engaging when you're doing this movement. So right now, let's do it with me. If you can turn on your videos, I can see how you're doing it, and I can correct if you guys are not doing it right. Okay. So first one, shrugs. You're going to just raise your shoulders. Make sure you feel that muscle where my hands are. Hold it for 5 seconds. Relax it. Let's do it one more time. And when you're doing it, if let's say you have a rounded shoulder posture, you just have to retract your shoulders a little and then elevate them. Like see how in the video you will see, retract the shoulders a little and then elevate them. A good way to know where I'm pointing my finger at the base of your neck, you'll feel a pinching sensation. If you feel that pinching sensation, that means you're taking it to a full range of motion. So make sure you look for that pinch. You do the shrugs, you do about 5 seconds hold and three repetitions of it. Then the second exercise that you're going to do is called a scapular retraction. First, let's look at shrugs one more time. Very simple, just lift your shoulders up. Now, second exercise, bend your elbows, pull your shoulder blades back as if you're pinching something in between your shoulder blades. This is called a scapular retraction or pulling your shoulder blades back. Again, 5 seconds hold and five repetitions. That's what I want you to do. Let's look at it from a different view. Pull it back. Okay. Yeah, am I audible? Because I can see in the chat that
Yeah, you are
Yes.
people are
audible.
not.
I'm not sure.
Okay, all
I
right.
think somebody said that they can't hear, but if everybody can hear, can you just give us a thumbs up so we know that it's working? Yeah, looks like
Oh,
others can hear, so it's not a
okay,
problem.
perfect. Sure. All right. So second exercise, it's a scapular retraction. So pull both your shoulder blades together. And when you pull your shoulder blades together, make sure as if you're trying to pinch something between your shoulder blades. That's the movement that you're going to do. Let's see it from a different angle. Pull those back. Very good. That's how it should look. This strengthens the lower fibers of your trapezius. This is exactly where you're going to feel that contraction of a muscle. This is a very important exercise to retrain that posture. So these two strengthening exercises, just five repetitions with 5 seconds hold. You're going to do followed by these three stretches. Stretch number one. This is to stretch the upper fibers of your trapezius. So she's sitting on a chair. She's holding the chair with one hand. If you guys can try it right now with me, you'll get an idea of what needs to be done. So hold with one hand onto the chair. Other hand, you're going to hold on top of the ear. And then you're going to pull your neck towards the other shoulder. So the movement is your shoulder, ear should touch the shoulder. So pull it down, hold it for about 10 seconds. Pull it again. Very good. Hold for 10 seconds. And any stretch has to be held at a moderate discomfort. So when you're holding the stretch, make sure that you feel some kind of pain, some kind of discomfort. If there is no discomfort, then you're not stretching it enough. In this stretch, your neck, side of your neck is where you're going to feel this stretch. So make sure you feel it there. That's stretch number one. Now let's look at the second stretch. You're going to again hold the chair, look down, look to the left, hold like this, and pull in the direction of your nose. So the direction in which you pull is very, very important. So hold on to the chair, look down, look to the left, hold on to your head, and pull in the direction of your nose. As you do that, you're going to start stretching the middle fibers of your trapezius. I'm going to show you where you're supposed to feel the stretch. Okay, let's do it one more time. And that's where you should feel the stretch. Hold it at moderate discomfort and make sure you do two repetitions of this stretch on either of the side. A third stretch, which is for your pectoral muscles, because upper cross syndrome or neck pain is combination of two. We need to strengthen your upper back and stretch out your chest muscle. And this is one of the best stretches that you can do for your chest muscles. So keep your shoulder and elbow at 90 degree. Just walk forward. Make sure your heels are aligned with the wall or the corner that you're walking forward onto. Let's look at it one more time. Keep the shoulders and elbow at 90. Walk to the edge of or corner of the wall. Align your heels with that corner. And then you're just going to take a step. You're going to cross over your leg, the same leg on which, the side on which you're trying to stretch that muscle. Just cross over your leg, and then you're going to lean forward, look up, and pivot your body. Okay, that's the stretch what we are going to do. Should we see that one more time? Cross over your leg, lean forward, look up, and turn your body. Move away from the wall, turn away from the wall. And when you do this, you'll feel a severe stretch around your pectoral muscles. So, this is where you're supposed to feel that stretch. Very, very important. Okay. So, three stretches, two strengthening exercises. That's all you need to do. But make sure if you have a longer sitting hours or you sit repetitive movements, awkward posture, static posture, you make sure after every couple of hours you're doing these five movements. It won't take more than a couple of minutes to do it. And as soon as you start doing it, you're going to feel a huge difference in how your neck feels at the end of the day. Let's say you have started doing this and now you want to take it to another level where you really want to strengthen the trapezius muscle. So it doesn't matter if you sit for 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, your muscle should be able to sustain you. And for that, we're going to do some resisted exercises of the same. So exercise number one, shrugs. The way we did, now we add some resistance into it. So get a resistance band, a TheraBand, stand on it, hold it in both hands, and then we're going to do the same movement that we did earlier. So you're going to pull it up, hold it for 5 seconds, and then release it. Okay. It's the same movement, but this time we are doing it with a resistance band. Make sure the resistance is tight and you're really feeling it. You will feel some kind of burn on that trapezius muscle, and it's important that you feel that burn. That's exercise number one with resistance. This, even if you're able to do, let's say, once a day, that's more than enough. Now, second exercise, what we did, scapular retraction. Let's do that also with some resistance. So you get the same band, hook it on somewhere at your elbow level. You can use a window grill. Stand in this position, one step forward, one step back, so your body is more stable, and then just pull back. Movement is same. Try to feel as if you're pinching something between your scapula. So that's the movement. Holding the TheraBand, you should feel. 5 seconds hold, and you're going to do about 10 repetitions of this. Make sure you're pushing your chest out as you pull back. So you feel a lot of opening of your thoracic cavity. At the same time, you feel a contraction of your scapular muscles. So this is the exercise number two that we do with the TheraBand. Now, third exercise is one of the best postural retraining exercise that we can do. Now, this is a little tough. So you want to take a lower resistance TheraBand. So yellow generally is the lowest resistance. Let's see what we're going to do. You're going to take your hands to 120 degrees and then pull. Let's say you're not able to pull because the band is too tight. Just increase the distance between your grip. Pull that band towards your forehead. Hold it for 5 seconds. You're going to feel a tension building on your upper back. Feel that tension, hold for 5 seconds, and then take your hands back and let that band pull your hands together. When that happens, you're suddenly going to feel a stretch coming onto your chest, and which is what we need. Let's look at it one more time so that you can see what needs to happen. 120 degrees. If this is too tight, increase the distance between your hand. Take it to your forehead. Hold it for 5 seconds. And then take your hands back and let the elasticity of the band create a stretch on your chest muscles. This is a postural retraining exercises. Doing just 3 repetitions of this will start retraining your posture. And this band you can keep with you wherever you work, and just in between, after every 2, 3 hours, just get up and do 2, 3 repetitions of this. All the negative impact of your routine will not trouble your neck, and it will not have those static forces working on your trapezius muscle. And that's how you can fix your neck pain. I hope that was helpful. If there are any questions, I would like to quickly, I can take a couple of questions.
Great. Saurabh, thank you. Amazing session as always. For all those that made it, great. If you want to ever review these things, we'll make sure we put a recording of this session into the mobility and training group, strength and mobility group, and you can watch it there. Also, all invites for sessions are put over there, so the links are over there. Next week, we will make a decision whether we stick to the Wednesday session or the Thursday session. Today, there has been a lot of attendance. I think there are almost 40, 42 people at peak. Tomorrow, we will see how many people attend. If the Wednesday session is the one that has more, starting next week, we'll only do the Wednesday session. And so there's a question from Shilpa. Can people with cervical spondylitis do all these?
Yes, they can. Because these
Great.
are extremely safe exercises. We are not really changing the angle of the spine, curvature of the spine. So any neutral spine exercises are safe for that. So you can do these exercises, or rather, these are the exercises that you should do.
And the next question: any tips for very wide monitor, 58-inch or multi-monitor use?
Correct. So when you have a wider or multi-monitor use, the repetitive movement that you're doing is you're constantly looking left to right. So that adds in a tension onto your sternocleidomastoid muscle, which is onto your neck. But when you're doing the stretch, you're actually doing the stretch for that as well. So if you continue doing these exercises, you don't have to do anything more. This will just take care of that too.
Perfect. Great. Thank you so much, Saurabh. And thank
All
you all
right.
for
Thanks so much.
attending. Hope you found it helpful. Bye.